Jack Rule, and I'm the owner of Mobile Trailer Works. We're a mobile service that does safety inspections and repairs on the containers and chassis that come from the Port of Long Beach, Port of LA. We deal with a lot of trucking companies as well as the shipping operators, and a lot of times the truckers break down on the side of the road and they can't make it back to the ports, and we have to communicate that to our mechanics so they can respond in a timely manner.
MTW came to us for a solution for GPS and voice traffic. They were looking for an efficient, easy-to-use system that the drivers could use easily, and also the dispatch could easily locate their vehicles and direct them to where they needed to go in a very efficient manner. We provided them with a Moto Turbo solution using GPS and Safe Mobile Dispatch.
The GPS feature is a really good tool to have. When we get a service call, we're able to look at our computer screen and find out who's the closest truck to that particular problem.
I double check the map. I'll check who's the closest to the location, and I call them direct, text them message. Even you can even pull up direct map quest and give them all the information over radio.
The audio is very clear. The coverage is exactly what they needed. They go into the Port of LA and the Port of Long Beach, throughout Los Angeles and parts of Orange County.
Communication on the work orders is more efficient because we get approval right away versus having to come out here, write up the estimate, go back to the office, fax it to our customer. This way we are on the radio talking to our office is in communication with our customer, and our customer 9 out of 10 times is listening to our communication, and then they say go ahead and do the repair. So that cuts at least a day out.
The biggest challenge was finding the resource to put the users onto, since they did not have a FCC license to operate. That's when I came up with the idea of converting one of our 3 channels up on Palos Verdes Estates that sits about 1,150 feet above elevation in the city, to provide them the coverage that they needed. The system was analog, so we decided that the Moto Turbo would be a good solution for them by converting one of the LTR channels to the Moto Turbo and giving them one of the time slots. The MTW system consists of 13 mobiles, 2 portables, the Motorola Gateway, and the computer system that runs the Safe Mobile Dispatch system, along with the Moto Turbo repeater at Palos Verdes Estates. Some of the features that this provides for the customer is the texting, the location, the reports, and the automatic polling of their vehicles.
The polling system is really nice because we can monitor how fast the drivers are doing.
They know they can only go 65 miles an hour. We can check anytime and tell them, hey, slow down, you're driving too fast. And they have end of the day reports when it show you every stop he made.
Some of the reporting benefits to us is from a maintenance standpoint on our own equipment, and that's we can check the hours on the engine because the guys never turn them off. They're always idling, so we're able to perform scheduled maintenance based on hours. The text message feature is a great tool to have from a safety standpoint. If our mechanics are driving and they receive a call, they can't answer the radio and then get a piece of paper and write down the information. So we send them a text message with the information that's required, and the nice thing about it, it'll keep repeating until the mechanic acknowledges it.
And right now they are really more productive than before. We know that for sure. Our production went up 20%.
One of the requirements that we had, it had to have a remote speaker because the units are mounted inside our trucks and our mechanics are working outside the truck, so we came up with a remote speaker that's in the back of the truck, and it's very clear, and the mechanic can be up to 60, 70, probably 100 yards away and still get the call.
This is a reoccurring revenue for Advanced Electronics. We charge the customer per user, so it's a win-win solution for both us and the customer.
We're a small company, and I always thought to have a tool like this at our disposal would be cost prohibitive, and it's quite the opposite. With our prior system that we had in place, compared to our system we have today, it's about a 70% savings.
The strategy that we want to employ is moving all of our customers that we're currently using an analog LTR into Moto Turbo, using both Site IP Connect and the Moto Turbo trunking format. The wide area digital solution will afford us the ability to give our customers both GPS and voice data, along with making our system much more efficient and allowing us to put a lot more users onto these systems.